All right, so you join me getting ready to go out on our biggest adventure yet from the Bay Area out to Arizona. Along the way, we're going to stop in Needles. We are going to stop at the Grand Canyon on the way home. We're going to spend a great road trip with the kids. This will be our longest journey, around 2,000 miles total. Avery, are you ready?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, we got the frunk all packed up. The Lightning is a great road trip vehicle, so I'm looking forward to this drive. It's really comfortable, it's really smooth. The range on this one is the biggest limitation. I do have the standard range, so right now it's showing 250 miles, but it won't get anywhere near that. We're looking at more realistically somewhere in the 180 mile range, and then of course when we charge it up, it's we're not going to go to 100%, so that also will reduce the range. Behind me, you can see the bed. I've got it all packed with luggage, thanks to WorkSport for the AL4 tonneau cover. That is going to protect all the luggage, all the gear on this road trip, keep it out of prying eyes. So that is one of the things I love most about this tonneau cover. It's made in America, solid, protecting from the elements and from people. So if you need a tonneau cover of your own, check out the link in my description. You can get a discount on this amazing tonneau cover. So let's head out on the journey. Join me along the way. We'll share charging speeds and data, and we'll check in on the kids, and we should have a good time. Stay tuned. All right, first leg of the journey is complete. We've made it to Harris Ranch with 20% state of charge still left. We could have gone further, but this is a place we like to stop to get lunch. So it's 11:30 right now, about 2.5 hours on the road. You can see where we are in our journey here. We left the Bay Area, and we are now here in Harris Ranch, and then we'll head down to Bakersfield and then kind of kick over on our way through the Southern California desert. So yeah, no problems at all with the first leg of the journey. We can take a look at some of the numbers here. 2 miles per kilowatt hour on the road for a little bit over 2.5 hours, 162 miles. And again, I probably could have gone, 180 or, whatever that looks like. So plenty of range for the trip. And we're going to charge in here. This will be the first time that I am using the new adapter that I have, the Ford Electron adapter. So let's check that out and plug it in. We've got our flashing blue light on the Lightning. We're starting to ramp up the charging speed. Right now it's at 159 kilowatts and rising. We'll see my personal best is 177 kilowatts. That was down at the Rove Chargers in Southern California. We're up to 162, 164. With 20% state of charge, it's pretty decent in the battery pack right now. So we should see some pretty good charging speeds. We'll see how long it holds that curve. We know that for the first 8 to 10 minutes or so, we will see it get that 500 amp boost that Ford has added. So really great on their part to always be looking at that and trying to make it better. So as of right now, we're at 166. We'll see if it climbs any higher than that. But I'm super happy with 166. So here we go. We just hit 167. So yeah, that's pretty good to see. We're going to go and have some lunch here at Harris Ranch. And on our way out, we'll give you an update on if the speed got any higher. And then we'll head to our next destination. So thanks for following along. All right, so we had a nice long lunch, charged it up all the way pretty much to 100% to avoid any idle fees. So we ended up getting 172 kilowatts of power out of it, which was awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and stop the charge now and then head on to our next destination. And from there, we'll then head to Barstow, and then from Barstow to Needles, which is where we're going to be stopping for the night. So let's head over to Mojave and see how that goes. All right, you join us in Mojave. There's a lot of glare on this screen. I apologize, but this trip here, we just did another 150 miles, 2.1 miles per kilowatt hour, and we are charging up here at 170 kilowatts. Here in Mojave, there is a cool airplane graveyard, and so while we're here charging up, we're going to use the restroom, and then it's just cool to let the kids see this airplane graveyard over here. So this is an area where airlines and even places like FedEx, UPS, all kinds of folks park their planes over here when they are not being used, when volume goes down. So I don't know if you can really see this very well on the camera, but it's pretty cool to see. So as we're stopped here, Nick, what did you think about the bathroom situation here? Was it Sigma or was it Skibbity?
It was horrible. It's none.
That is one of the risks when you're driving.
Yeah.
The bathroom was not stellar. Lots of wind and traveling between the mountains basically that separate Bakersfield from Mojave. Lots of wind. You can see all the windmills that we went past, and that wind is just ripping over here. So between the elevation change of going through the mountains and all that crazy wind that we're experiencing, there was just no way to get much distance or efficiency out of the drive. So we're going to charge up here and we're going to see if we can make it all the way to Needles from Mojave. If not, we will still stop at Barstow. So we'll have to evaluate that when we look at it again. But with all this wind, probably going to have to stop at Barstow. We do have chargers waiting for us at Needles, so it'd be awesome if we could skip that, but I don't think that's going to happen. Anyway, stay tuned. Let's see how it goes. Well, that wind that was killing us earlier between Bakersfield and Mojave is now helping us along here near Edwards Air Force Base. We are doing over 80 miles an hour with 2.3 miles per kilowatt hour. So that is pretty awesome. I guess the wind taketh and then it giveth. I think I prefer the giveth. Well, I ended up here in Yermo. A better route planner sent me here. I don't know why, but it is kind of cool. They've got this mis pinche tacos? That can't be right. That sounds like a bad word. I don't know, man. I can't be saying that right. But anyway, it's a pretty interesting stop. It's a little small stop with a taco place, so that seems pretty interesting. And not really one of the bigger Tesla Supercharger locations, but anyway, we are charging. We're getting 174 kilowatts, so this entire trip has been great with charging speed. This should be our last stop before we hit Needles, and then we will stay overnight there and continue the journey. We're charging up to about 80%. Just do a little quick charge, and then we will be back on our way. I gotta say, I do not care for a better route planner. It has not been nearly what I hoped it would be. So kind of unhappy with all the navigations, to be honest with you. The internal Ford nav does not have Tesla Superchargers in it. You can go to the public charging app and find them, but it doesn't recognize that they're chargers. So when you go and navigate to them, they think that you don't have the range to get to your destination. Google Maps would be great if I had Android Auto, but I don't. I have the iPhone now, so Apple CarPlay, Apple Maps does integrate with the BMS a bit, but it doesn't really let you dynamically change locations or destinations. It's overly pessimistic on range. So really would love to see better route planning for the Lightning. Right now, just kind of have to deal with what we have kind of make do. We're figuring it out, not a big deal, and we're moving along. So we'll continue the journey here and see you at the next stop. Thanks for tagging along with us. So we talked before about how the wind was helping us. We were doing over 80 miles an hour and getting 2.3 miles per kilowatt hour. But here you can see the exact opposite. We're only doing 72 and we're getting 1.7 miles per kilowatt hour. So the wind has turned the other way and we're not quite getting the efficiency we had before. But we are going to make it with about 4%, it looks like it says. So yeah, just a few more minutes left, about half an hour, and we're going to get where we're going. So that's the good news. Always charge a little bit more than you thought you would need. That's the takeaway here. We'll see you guys at the hotel. Pulled up to the Electrify America here at the hotel, and this poor Nissan Altima, or Nissan Aria, sorry, got the wrong. Started thinking about the gas vehicles, but this Nissan Aria looks like it's having to get towed away from the Charger. So I don't know what happened there, but we will check into the hotel and then we will come back and plug in and get our Lightning charged back up again. But right now we made it here to Needles, and the state of charge is down to just 5%. And on this journey we got get it to focus there, 1.8 miles per kilowatt hour for that, 10 miles of range left, and we've made it. All right, the green glow tells you that we made it to Electrify America. We are plugged in. The hotel is literally behind us, and then we can take the kids over to McDonald's. Strategically, this is a really great place in Needles. Makes it simple to kind of stay here overnight. We're going to charge up the Lightning, and then in the morning we'll head out to continue the journey. So when I got here, unfortunately, this poor young lady in the Nissan Aria had to get towed here, and of course she took up the 350 kilowatt charger, not knowing. But anyway, had a good conversation. The wind was just crazy, guys. It got as low as 1.6 miles per kilowatt hour. And then I got where I was actually about 5 miles short of being able to make it here. But then fortunately we had a lot of downhill, and that got me back to where I was about 5 miles, 6 miles on the positive. So we ended up with 3% left when we got here. But yeah, lots of wind, super crazy hills again. And so that's what happened to the young lady in the Aria. She kind of died about a half a mile away from these Chargers. So yeah, that's the situation here from Needles. We are gonna go grab dinner, head to bed, continue the journey in the morning. It's been fun, guys. Keep following along and stay with us. We're gonna continue this journey on the next episode.